sorry, but since our queen banished Iolanthe, fairy rebels have not been what they were.
Well, Iolanthe was the life and soul of fairyland. Why, she wrote all our songs and arranged all our dances. We sing her songs and we trip her measures, but we don't enjoy ourselves.
And to think that 25 years have elapsed since she was banished. What could she have done to have deserved so terrible a punishment?
Something awful. She married a mortal.
Oh! Is it injudicious to marry a mortal?
Injudicious? It strikes at the root of our whole fairy system. By our laws, the fairy who marries a mortal dies.
But Iolanthe didn't die.
No. Oh. Because your queen, who loved her with a surpassing love, commuted her sentence to penal servitude for life, on condition that she left her husband without a word of explanation and never communicated with him again.
And that sentence of penal servitude she is now working out on her head at the bottom of that stream.
Well, yes, but when I banished her, I gave her all the pleasant places of the earth to dwell in. I'm sure I never intended that she should go to live at the bottom of that stream. It makes me perfectly wretched to think of the discomfort she must have undergone.
Well, think of the dam. Her chest was always delicate.
And the frogs. Oh. I shall never enjoy any peace of mind until I know why Iolanthe went to live among the frogs.
Then why not summon her and ask her?
Why? Because if I set eyes on her, I should forgive her at once.
Then why not forgive her? 25 years, it's a long time.
Think how we loved her.
Loved her? What was your love to mine? Why, she was invaluable to me. Who taught me to curl myself inside a buttercup? Iolanthe. Who taught me to swing upon a cobweb? Iolanthe. Who taught me to dive into a dewdrop, to nestle within a chest, to gamble upon gossamer? Iolanthe.
She certainly did surprising things.
Oh, give her back to us, great queen. For your sake, if not for ours.
Oh, I should be strong, but I am weak. I should be marble, but I'm clay. Her punishment has been heavier than I intended. I did not mean that she should go to live among the frogs. And, well, it shall be as you wish. It shall be as you wish. places of the earth to dwell in. Why on earth did you go to live at the bottom of that stream?
To be near my son, Strephon.
Why, bless my heart. I didn't know you had a son.
He was born soon after I left my husband, by your royal command. But he doesn't even know of his father's existence.
How old is he?
24.
24? Why, no one to look at you would think you had a son of 24. But that's one of the advantages of being immortal. We never grow old. Is he pretty?
He is extremely pretty, but he is inclined to be stout.
Oh. I see no objection to stoutness. In moderation.
And what is he?
He's an Arcadian shepherd, and he loves Phyllis, a ward in Chancery.
A mere shepherd? And he half a fairy?
Well, he's a fairy down to the waist, but his legs are mortal.
Dear me.
I have no reason to suspect that I'm more curious than anyone else, but I confess, I would like to see a person who's a fairy down to the waist, but whose legs are mortal.
Well, nothing easier, for here he comes.
Good morrow, good mother, good mother, good morrow. By some means or other, pray banish your sorrow. With joy beyond telling, my bosom is swelling, so joined in a measure, expressive of pleasure, for I'm to be married today, today. Yes, I'm to be married today.
Yes, he's to be married today, today. Yes, he's to be married today.
Then the Lord Chancellor has at last given his consent to your marriage with his beautiful ward, Phyllis?
Not he indeed. To all my tearful prayers, he answers me, a shepherd lad is no fit helpmate for a ward in Chancery. I stood in court, and there I sang him songs of Arcady, with flageolet accompaniment, in vain. Oh, at first he seemed amused. So did the bar. But quickly wearying of my song and pipe, he bade me get out. A servile usher then, in crumpled bands and rusty bombazine, led me, still singing, into Chancery Lane. I'll go no more. I'll marry it today and brave the upshot, be what it may. But who are these?
Oh, Strephon, rejoice with me. My queen has pardoned me.
Pardoned you, mother? Oh, well, this is good news indeed.
And these ladies are my beloved sisters.
Your sisters? Well, then they are my aunts.
A pleasant piece of news for your bride on her wedding day.
Oh, hush. My bride knows nothing of my fairyhood. I dare not tell her lest it frighten her. She thinks me mortal and prefers me so.
Your fairyhood doesn't seem to have done you much good.
Much good? My dear aunt, it is the curse of my existence. What's the use of being half a fairy? My body can creep through a keyhole, but what's the good of that when my legs are left kicking behind? I can make myself invisible down to the waist, but that's of no use when my legs remain exposed to view. My brain is a fairy brain, but from the waist downwards, I'm a gibbering idiot. My upper half is immortal, but my lower half grows older each day, and someday or other must die of old age. What's to become of my upper half when I've buried my lower half? I really don't know.
Poor fellow! I see your difficulty, but with a fairy brain, you should seek an intellectual sphere of action. Let me see. I've a borough or two at my disposal. Would you like to go into Parliament?
A fairy member? That would be delightful.
It would.
Oh, I'm afraid I should do no good there. You see, Down to the waist, I'm a Tory of the most determined description. But my legs are a couple of confounded radicals. And on a division, they would be sure to carry me into the wrong lobby. You see, they are 2 to 1, which is a strong working majority.
Well, don't let that distress you. You shall be returned as a liberal conservative. And your legs shall be our peculiar care.
I can see that your majesty does not do things by halves.
No, we are fairies down to the feet. Fare thee well, attractive stranger.
Fare thee well, attractive stranger.
Shouldst thou be in doubt or danger, peril or perplexity, call us and we'll come to thee.
I call us and we'll come to thee. Tripping hither, nobody knows what we will win. Must now be taking wing to another fairy ring. Tripping hither, we must now be taking wing to another fairy ring.
Good morrow, good lover, good morrow. I prithee discover, still purchase or borrow, some means of concealing the care you're feeling, yet join in a measure expressive of pleasure. For we're to be married today, today. Yes, we're to be married today.
Yes, we're to be married today, today. Yes, we're to be married today. Oh, my Phyllis. And today we're to be made happy forever.
Well, we're to be married.
It's the same thing.
I suppose it is. But oh, Strephon, I tremble at the step I'm taking. Why, I believe it's penal servitude for life to marry a ward of the court without the Lord Chancellor's consent. Well, I shall be of age in 2 years. Don't you think we could wait 2 years?
2 years? Have you ever looked in the glass?
No, never.
Here. Now, look there and tell me if you think it's rational to expect me to wait 2 years.
No, you're quite right. It's asking too much. One must be reasonable.
Besides, who knows what might happen in 2 years? Why, you might fall in love with the Lord Chancellor himself by that time.
Yes, he's a clean old gentleman.
As it is, half the House of Lords are sighing at your feet.
The House of Lords are certainly extremely attentive.
Attentive? I should think they were. Why did 25 liberal peers come down to shoot over your grass plot last autumn?
Well, that's it.
It couldn't have been the sparrows. Why did 25 conservative peers come down to fish in your pond?
Well, clearly it was the
Don't
goldfish.
tell me it was the goldfish. No, no. Delays are dangerous. And if we are to be married, the sooner, the better.
None shall part us from each other, born in life and death are we. One to one another, I to thee and thou to me. One to
that fond meeting, when in joy I woke to find mine the heart within thee beating, mine the love that heart enshrine, mine the heart within thee beating, mine the love that heart enshrine.
Tan tan ta, sing boom, tan
The law is the true embodiment of everything that's excellent. It has no kind of fault or flaw, and I, my lords, embody the law. The constitutional guardian I of pretty young wards in Chancery, all very agreeable girls, and none are over the age of 21. A pleasant occupation for a rather susceptible Chancellor.
A pleasant occupation for a rather susceptible Chancellor.
But though the compliment implied inflates me with a legitimate pride, it nevertheless can't be denied that it has its inconvenient side. For I'm not so old and I'm not so plain, and I'm quite prepared to marry again. But there'd be the deuce to pay in the lords if I fell in love with one of me wards, which rather tries my temper, for I'm such a susceptible Chancellor.
Which rather tries his temper, for he's such a susceptible Chancellor.
And everyone who'd marry a ward must come to me for my accord, and in my court I sit all day, giving agreeable girls away. With one for him, and one for he, and one for you, and one for ye, and one for thou, and one for thee, but never, oh never, a one for me. Which is exasperating for a highly susceptible Chancellor.
Which is exasperating for a highly susceptible Chancellor.
And now, my lords, to the business of the day.
By all means. Phyllis.
Eh?
Oh. Phyllis, who is a ward of court, has so powerfully affected your lordships that you have appealed to me in a body to give her to whichever one of you she may think proper to select. And a noble lord has just gone to her cottage to request her immediate attendance. It would be idle to deny that I myself have the misfortune to be singularly attracted by this young person. My regard for her is rapidly undermining my constitution. 3 months ago, I was a stout man. Oh, I need say no more. If I could reconcile it with my duty, I should unhesitatingly award her to myself. For I can conscientiously say that I know no man who is so well fitted to render her exceptionally happy.
Yeah.
But such an award would be open to misconstruction, and therefore, at whatever personal inconvenience, I waive my claim.
My lord, I would like to express, on behalf of this house, its most sincere sympathy with your lordship's most painful position.
Oh, I thank your lordships. The feelings of a Lord Chancellor who is in love with a ward of court are not to be envied. What is his position? Can he give his own consent to his own marriage with his own ward? Can he marry his own ward without his own consent? And if he marries his own ward without his own consent, can he commit himself for contempt of his own court? And if he commit himself for contempt of his own court, can he appear by counsel before himself to move for arrest of his own judgment? Oh, my lord, it is indeed painful to have to sit upon a woolsack which is stuffed with such thorns as these.
My lords, I have much pleasure in announcing that I have succeeded in inducing the young person to present herself at the bar of this house.
My well-beloved guardian dear, you summit me and I am here.
Oh, rapture, how beautiful, how gentle, how beautiful.
I know. This pretty young lady's the fairest. Her lips have the rosiest show. Her eyes are the richest and rarest. Her origins lowly, it's true. But of birth and position I've plenty. I've grammar and spelling for 2, and blood and behavior for 20. Her origins lowly, it's true. I've grammar and spelling for 2. Of birth and position I've plenty. With blood and behavior for 20. With birth and position and behavior for 20.
Though the views of the House have diverged on every conceivable motion, all questions of party are merged in a frenzy of love and devotion. If you ask us distinctly to say what party we claim to belong to, we reply without doubt or delay, the party we're singing this song to. If you ask us distinctly to say, we reply without doubt or delay, the party we claim to belong to is the party we're singing this song to. The party we claim to belong to, the party we're singing this song to.
I'm very much pained to refuse, but I fix my pipes and my tabors. I can spell all the words that I use, and my grammar's as good as my neighbor's. As for birth, I was born like the rest. My behavior is rustic but hearty, and I know when to turn for the best when I want a particular party. My station is none of the best. I suppose I was born like the rest. She knows where to look for a party when she wants a particular party. She knows where to look whenever I want a party. She knows where to look for her party. Nay, tempt me not to rankle, not be bound. In lowly cart alone is virtue found.
No, no, indeed, high rank will never hurt you. The peerage is not destitute of virtue.
Spurn not the nobly born with love affected, nor treat with virtuous scorn the well connected. High rank involves no shame. We boast an equal claim with him of humble name to be respected. Oh, blood, when virtuous love is sought, thy power is naught. No dating from the flood, blue blood, the blue blood.
When virtuous love is sought, thy power is naught. No dating from the blood, blue blood.
Spare us the bitter pain of stern denials, nor with low-born disdain augment our trials. Hearts just as pure and fair may breed in Belgrave Square as in the lowly air of 7 miles. Blue blood, of what avail art thou to serve us now? No dating from the flood, blue blood,
displeasure, and thus defy our definite commandment.
'Tis I, young Strephon, mind this priceless treasure. Against the world, I claim my darling's hand. A shepherd he, of Arcadian, betrothed are they, and mean to be espoused today. A shepherd he, of Arcadian, betrothed is he, and means to be espoused today. Need this blow, one stab a dagger, though we're more, meant to run stagger in each heart. Proud are we innately, let's depart, dignified and stately, let's depart, dignified and stately, 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 dignified and stately.
Now, sir, what excuse have you to offer for having disobeyed an order of the Court of Chancery?
My lord, I know no courts of chancery. I go by nature's acts of parliament. The bees, the seas, the trees, the rooks, the brooks, the gales, the vales, the fountains, and the mountains cry, you love this maiden. Take her, we command you. 'Tis writ in heaven by the bright barbed dart that leaps forth into lurid light from each grim thundercloud. The very rain pours forth her sad and sodden sympathy. When courteous nature bids me take my love, shall I say, nay, but a certain Lord Chancellor forbids it. Sir, you are England's Lord High Chancellor, but are you Chancellor of birds and trees, King of the winds and Prince of thunderclouds?
No. It's a nice point. I don't know that I ever met it before. But my difficulty is that at present, there's no evidence before the court that courteous nature has interested herself in the matter.
No evidence? I give you my word. I tell you that she bade me take my love.
Ah, but my good sir, you mustn't tell us what she told you. It's not evidence. Now, an affidavit from a thunderstorm or a few words on oath from a heavy shower would meet with all the attention they deserve.
And have you the heart to apply the prosaic rules of evidence to a case which simply bubbles over with poetical emotion?
Distinctly. I have always kept my duty strictly before my eyes, and it is to that fact that I owe my advancement to my present distinguished position. When I went to the bar as a very young man, said I to myself, said I, I'll work on a new and original plan, said I to myself, said I'll never assume that a rogue or a thief is a gentleman worthy implicit belief, because his attorney has sent me a brief, said I to myself, said I. Ere I go into court, I will read my brief through, said I to myself, said I, and I'll never take work I'm unable to do, said I to myself, said I. My learned profession I'll never disgrace by taking a fee with a grin on my face when I haven't been there to attend to the case, said I to myself, said I. I'll never throw dust in a juryman's eye, said I to myself, said I.
My lord.
Or hoodwink a judge who is not overwise, said I to myself, said I. Or assume that the witnesses summoned in force in Exchequer, Queen's Bench, Common Pleas or Divorce have perjured themselves as a matter of course, said I to myself, said I. In other professions in which men engage, said I to myself, said I, the army, the navy, the church, and the stage. Alas, poor Yorick. Said I to myself, said I, professional license if carried too far, your chance of promotion will certainly mar, and I fancy the rule might apply to the bar, said I to myself, said I.
But my lord,
Oh, Phyllis. Phyllis! To be taken from you just when I was on the point of making you my own. Oh, it's too much. It's too much.
My son in tears, and on his wedding day.
My wedding day? Oh, mother, weep with me. For the law has interposed between us, and the Lord Chancellor has separated us forever.
The Lord Chancellor? Oh, if he did but know.
If he did but know what?
No matter. The Lord Chancellor has no power over you. Remember, you are half a fairy. You can defy him. Down to the waist.
Yes, but from the waist downwards, he could commit me to prison for years. Of what avail is it that my body is free if my legs are working out 7 years penal servitude?
True. But take heart. Our queen has promised you her special protection. I will go to her and lay your peculiar case before her.
My beloved mother, how can I repay the debt that I owe you? When darkly looms the day, and all is dull and gray, to chase the gloom away on thee I'll call.
What was that?
I think I heard him say that on a rainy day, to while the time away, on her he'd call. Eh?
We heard him say that on a rainy day, to while the time away, on her he'd call.
When tempests wreck thy bark, and all is drear and dark, if thou shouldst need an ark, I'll give him one.
What was that?
I heard the minx remark she'd meet him after dark inside St. James's Park and give him one.
Eh?
Heard the minx remark she'd meet him after dark inside St. James's Park and give him one. The prospect's not so bad, my heart's so sore and sad, with bears swooning at the summer sun. Or when the sky is dark and tempests wreck my bark, if patience need an ark, she'll give him one. Shall give him one.
Oh, shameless will tremble, they do not
me this lady's my mother.
This lady's his what?
This lady's my mother.
This lady's his what?
He says she's his mother. What means this mirth unseemly that shakes the listening earth?
The joke is good extremely and justifies our mirth.
This gentleman is seen with a maid of 17, thinking of his dolce far niente. And what does it achieve? For he asks us to believe she's his mother, and he's nearly 25.
Recollect yourself, I pray, and be careful what you say, as the ancient Roman said, Pestina lente. For I really do not see how so young a girl could be the mother of a man of 25.
My lord, of evidence I have no dearth. She has been my mother from my birth. In babyhood, upon her lap I lay, with ink and food she moistened my clay. Had she denied the succor she supplied, by hunger quelled your Strephon might have died.
Had that refreshment been denied, indeed our Strephon might have died.
Had that refreshment's been denied, indeed our Strephon might have died.
But as she's not his mother, it appears, why weep these hot unnecessary tears? And by what laws should we so joyously rejoice because our Strephon did not die? Oh, rather let us pipe our eye, because our Strephon did not die.
That's very true, let's pipe our eyes, because our Strephon did not die.
School treacherous one, forever we must part. To one of you, my lords, I give my heart.
Oh, rapture, oh, rapture,
Where you lead me,
Not the word you did deceive me.
not the word you did deceive, you did fortune's fate. No, no,
Oh, ho!
no, no,
Oh, ho!
mighty protectress, hasten to my aid.
Drifting hither, drifting thither, nobody knows why or whither. Why you want us, we don't know, but you've summoned us, and so enter all the little fairies to their usual dripping measure. To oblige you, all our care is tell us, pray, what is your pleasure?
The lady of my love has caught me talking to another.
Oh, I a little road.
I tell her very plainly that this lady is my mother.
Taradiddle, Tolloller.
She won't believe my statement and declares we must be parted, because on the career of double dealing I have started, and gives her hand to one of these and leaves me broken-hearted.
Taradiddle, Tolloller.
A cruel one's to separate two lovers from each other.
Why, a shepherd's not a rogue.
You've done him an injustice, for the lady is his mother.
Taradiddle, Tolloller.
That favourite path may serve her as well as any other. I didn't see her face, but if they fondled one another, and she's but 17, I don't believe it was his mother. Taradiddle,
Tolloller.
I have often had a use for a thoroughbred excuse of a sudden, which is English for repente. But of all I've ever heard, this is much the most absurd, since she's 17 and he is 5 and 20.
But she is 17 and he is only 5 and 20. Oh, my, a little road.
Now listen, pray to me, for this paradox will be, can it nobody at all contradicente? For our age upon the date of his birth was -8, if she's 17 and he is 5 and 20.
She is 17 and he is only 5 and 20. To say she is his mother is an bit of folly. Oh, fine, a little road. Perhaps his great is Adam and it's very melancholy. Taradiddle, Tolloller. I wouldn't say a word that could be reckoned as injurious, but to find a mother younger than his son is very curious. And as a kind of mother that is usually serious. Taradiddle, Tolloller.
Go away, madam, I should say, madam, you display, madam, shocking taste. It is rude, madam, to intrude, madam, with your brood, madam, brazen paste. You come here, madam, interfere, madam, with a peer, madam, I am one. You're aware, madam, what you dare, madam, so take care, madam, and be gone.
Let us say, madam, I should say, madam, they display, madam, shocking taste. It is rude, madam, to allude, madam, to your brood, madam, brazen paste. We don't fear, madam, and you hear, madam, but my dear, madam, this is one. Madam, when aware, madam, what they dare, madam, what they do.
Bearded by these puny mortals, I will launch from fiery portals all the most terrific thunders in my armory of wonders. Surely launch terrific wonders, who would then repay their designers?
Go away, madam, I should say, madam, display, madam, shocking taste. It is rude, madam, to intrude, madam, to your brood, madam, brazen face. We don't fear, madam, interfere, madam, with my dear, madam, I have one. You're aware, madam, what you dare, madam, so take care, madam, what you dare, madam, and be gone. Go away, what you dare, so take care, and be gone.
Oh, Chancellor unwary, it's highly necessary your tongue to teach, respectful speech, your attitude to vary, your manner arbitrary, your manner so airy, are out of place when face to face with an influential fairy.
We never knew we were talking to an influential fairy.
A plague on this vagary. I'm in a nice quandary of hasty tone with dames unknown. I ought to be more chary. It seems that she's a fairy from Anderson's library, and I took her for the proprietor of a ladies' seminary. We took her for the proprietor of a ladies' seminary.
When next your houses do assemble, you may tremble.
Our wrath when gentlemen offend us is tremendous. David, who underrate our calling, doom appalling.
Take down our sentence as we speak it, and he shall wreak it.
Oh, spare us!
Kept for Strephon cast away, crooks and pipes and ribbons so gay, flocks and purses bleat and low, into Parliament you shall go.
Into Parliament he shall go, backed by the supreme authority, he'll command a large majority. Into Parliament, 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 he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go. Into Parliament, 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 he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go.
In the Parliament we hide, liberal or conservative, Whig or Tory, I don't know, but into Parliament you shall go.
Into Parliament he shall go, backed by the supreme authority, he'll command a large majority. Into Parliament, 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 he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go. Into Parliament, 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 he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go.
Every bill and every measure that may gratify his pleasure, though your fury it arouses, shall be passed by both your houses. You shall sit if he sees reason through the grouse and famine season.
No!
He shall end the cherished rights that you enjoy on Friday nights.
No, no!
He shall prick that annual blister, marriage with deceased wife's sister.
Mercy!
Titles shall ennoble then all the common councilmen.
Spare us!
Peers shall teem in Christendom, and a duke's exalted station be attainable by competitive examination.
He can't dissemble, nor hide the pain that makes him tremble. Don't stand the rest, but I know that we do. The past will think about we cannot say what evils may result to consequence. But though the vengeance will pursue all kinds of wrong, the angels who oppose our views are only just to offer us a place. To a court shall be to reap and cheat, it's time for parents, they must claim it. They esteem in every shape a very painful wretch. Your powers we dauntlessly poo-poo, a dire revenge will fall on you if you besiege our high prestige. No one prestige is fresh, no one prestige is fresh. Your powers we dauntlessly poo-poo, a dire revenge will fall on you. Your strength and us, the kind of doubt we do, a thing about we cannot say what evils may result to consequence. Our lordly style you shall not quench with base connive. That word is French. Distinction ebbs before a herd of vulgar plebs. A Latin word. 'Twould fill with joy and madness start the hoi polloi. A Greek remark. One Latin word, one Greek remark, and one that's French.